Right, so while Pamela is dealing with one of the customers that's in looking for a pair of the next skates, we are in the process of, or I'm in the process of having a look at these skates just now, these graphs. Now, if we can have a look at the inside of the eyelets, all of the aluminium parts or aluminum parts of the eyelet themselves have deteriorated. So we're going to have to take all of them out and replace them. So, as you can see, some of them have actually been replaced with the three-piece brass ones, but this one here, the inside has actually came off as well, so we're going to replace them as well, and we're going to have a recheck of the rivets just to make sure that they're all still in place. So that is the next thing that we're going to do. So I'll set you up on the mount and I'll get to work on them.
Something don't hang with it, who line for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust it. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why is you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some.
So here is what's left of the eyelets. There is none left in the skate whatsoever. All of the original eyelets are completely gone. All of the aftermarket eyelets that I had put in previously are all gone. So what had actually been in these skates before, believe it or not, I'm going to show you. It was a two-piece eyelet. So it was the Blade Master ones, which are the two-piece. Now these fit in the graph skates because they're a slightly thinner composition. It means that they can actually go in no problem, but the problem is, what you actually find is the black part of the eyelet itself will stay, whereas the aluminium part of the eyelet, this part here, the locking part, will deteriorate and then they'll all fall out. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to put them back in. What I am going to put back in is the brass eyelets. So it's a three-piece. So what you do is you put this part inside of this part and then put this part on the back of it, and then they basically go in. I'll show you that in more depth once I'm actually going to go and do that. But I just randomly caught Pamela talking to herself there, and I was kind of wondering if she was talking to a customer. Now the customer had just left and Pamela's still having a full-scale conversation with herself. What were you talking to yourself about, Pamela?
What we needed.
It's awful funny you'll talk to yourself, but as soon as there's a camera in front of you, you'll not talk to the camera.
I was just reiterating what I'm writing down.
Were you? But you saying M a lot as well?
I do. So yeah, I was just trying to picture it once we get everything in. I've made the decision that we're not going to carry an awful lot of youth protective, but I'm going to bring the boxes in, the CCM and Warrior 1 and youth all kit boxes.
Yep.
Because it's more, if somebody's coming in for a whole kit, it's more cost effective to do it that way than carry hundreds of youth kit. Youth kit we can order in. Get bits and pieces in it anyway.
Cool.
So that's the plan. For junior and senior protection and a couple of the youth box kits.
Okay. So that's a plan then?
That's a plan for the next couple of weeks. As we run through the next couple of weeks of orders, we'll add in bits and pieces towards the end of January. Slowly but surely.
Would you like me to take the camera away now?
Excuse me, lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat. Excuse me. Better up, get some. Swinging for the fences, I might leave it in the sun. Every pitch a home run. Stack a couple tickets just to leave it to my son. Take it back while I begun. Small city kid, couldn't dream a bigger one. A marathon, never run. Check the scoreboard, how I'm feeling like I won. I know I've been quiet for a minute. I've been grinding, still in it. I've been counting these digits. Excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat. Excuse me. Can't for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Can't for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process.
I was having a look on the Blade Master website last night, and then I went on to our supplier who deals with Blade Master, and what we've noticed is the cost of everything has went up dramatically. So when we started originally, you were talking maybe £15-16 for a disc. You were maybe talking about £10 for a diamond to be able to cut the disc. The standard cost of absolutely everything right now has went up way through the roof. The discs that we're using just now are probably £28 before VAT, and then some of the discs that we were using previously, they are now over £50. So we were the yellow Blade Master disc, the green Blade Master disc, we were using they two. That was the two go-to discs that we'd use. Now if you're actually trying to buy the diamond for the dresser, it's now over, I think it's over £25 to be able to buy before VAT on that as well. So that is like 20% of obviously whatever your cost is. It's something that we've actually been toying with for the last little while, is possibly having to put the cost of our skate sharpenings up. The reason being is our skate sharpening price has been £7.50 for the last how many years? Probably...
Oh, I don't know, since we moved over here.
So you're talking about 7 years that it's been £7.50. And now that because of the cost of the materials and the cost of your diamonds, your discs, your oil, stuff like that, your oil only used to cost you £7.50 for the bottle of oil for doing your finishing pass, and now that's up to over £20 as well. So it's something that we're actually considering. Obviously we do a lot of sharpenings, and we're trying to keep it as affordable for everyone as possible, but it's one of these things where we're not a massive company, and we have to kind of watch every single penny, unfortunately. And it's one of these ones where we actually may have to put our prices up. Now, we're not 100% sure if we're going to have to do that just yet, but we're going to have a talk about it in the next little while and see if it's a 50p increase, a £1 increase, or whatever else. But it's just to make sure that obviously we can still provide the same product, or the good finishes, the high quality sharpens and stuff like that. Now, one of the other things that we actually spoke about just recently was the addition of adding in the polishing compound. Now, adding in the polishing compound again is added in an extra cost. I mean, your polishing block originally for a small block of polish is probably about £7.50, and then you've still got your VAT to pay on top of that as well, so it's probably over £10. So again, it's one of these things. Everything now, when it comes to doing any sort of jobs, the prices are going to need to go up, I suppose, because the amount of time. Example, someone sends me in a repair and I usually charge £15 per hour. We're actually going to now have to charge, I think, per job, per material and per time as well, which is unfortunate because, like I say, we're trying to keep ice hockey as accessible as possible, but at the same point it's either going to have to be as accessible as possible or we might not be here anymore. It's just unfortunate that that might be the case, but hopefully that is not the case. So we'll keep doing things as they are at the moment, but we may have to visit these things. I lost my train of thought there. Need help, Pam?
Yes, my darling, I will give you all my attention and then I'll not do my orders.
You don't do your orders anyway.
I'm trying very hard to do them right now.
Are you?
Yes.
So what are you actually doing other than talking to me? Yeah, so the reason why I'm talking about this is just because every piece of equipment recently has went up in price. which is again unfortunate. And I had seen a guy, can't actually remember the guy's name, I seen him on, I think it was Facebook a couple of days ago, talking about how it's becoming unattainable for parents to be able to buy equipment for their kid because stick manufacturers like the big brands are charging over $400 for a stick or over £300 for a stick over here. Now, something that we have been looking into is trying to see if we can find more affordable sticks that are slightly cheaper but with the same performance aspects of the top of the range sticks. Something again that's maybe half the price of a top of the range stick. Now, a lot of people don't really seem to realise that, say for example CCM, their top of the range stick is marketed obviously for the pro model players, and everybody wants to be able to use the top of the range. Now, the thing that we actually find that we do a lot in here is we seem to upset a lot of kids, and that's good for the adults, because we actually tell the adults that the kids don't need the top of the range equipment, especially if they're just getting into the game or they've only been playing for a short amount of time. You can get the same performance out of a mid-range stick for half the cost, and sometimes if the entry-level sticks are really good, you can get the same performance out of an entry-level stick. It's all about the player using it. Now, I'm busy saying that, but I'm the guy that needs a top-end stick because of the height and build of me, but most people out there won't need a top-of-the-range stick. They'll need maybe a mid-range stick at best. It just depends, obviously, if they feel that the weight advantage or the performance advantage is worth having to pay an extra £200. But I suppose that we could go into that, and that could be a conversation that would last for hours and hours and hours. One of the things that we're actually talking about today is Pamela is in the process of doing her orders. Now, that means that she's going to be picking up these kits for the competition. Now, she's going to try and see if she can get stuff. Now, it might be, how would I put it? I'm trying to be diplomatic with this one. We might have to see who's got the biggest shin for whatever kit that I can go into. Mm-hmm. So whoever does the biggest entry level shin, that'll probably be the one that I go into. Enough stalling. I'm kind of trying to put off doing these skates, the eyelets, because it's not necessarily going to take ages. It's just I'm not in a good place today. I never really slept again last night, so it's one of the ones where I got to my bed about 3 o'clock in the morning and then was woken with a horde of angry people shouting outside of my door today, and dogs running up and down the stairs and dogs barking and stuff like that. I'm a bit tired today. It's a bit of a go slow day, and it's obviously a go slow day with customers because obviously Christmas has just been, first week of Christmas is just, or the first week after Christmas has just been as well, so we've been back opened and we've had all the kind of the January rush. So now obviously it's going to be quiet because everybody is absolutely skint again, I would imagine. So anyway, right, back to work.
Cough. Nosy.
Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. It's getting easier with love. As dawn breaks the darkness, a new day begins. I feel cold and heartless. I've run myself thin, like the distant star. Have you traveled far? I miss you in my arms. You're like my lucky charm. Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. Though you're the beat of my aching heart. Happier, happier. Are you happier?
Right, so back on these graph skates, they have now all of the eyelets have now been replaced, as we can see. I had a quick check of the rivets. The rivets are absolutely fine. Obviously the information that I gave to the customer last time was take them out of your bag and dry them. He has been taking them out and drying them, but the skate is obviously damp because he brought the skate over, or the skate was brought over directly after training, and it's not had a chance to kind of dry properly. I mean, this place isn't exactly the warmest in the store. Obviously, we've got a couple. We don't have central heating in this place. We have a couple of electric heaters just to try and keep the chill out of the place. But it's relatively warm enough. But there's nothing in the back, nothing to keep anything in the back warm apart from the machine here, which actually heats up quite a bit when you're using it. It's obviously quite cold just now due to the fact that there's not really that many sharpenings being done today. I have got another couple of sets of steels. I've got a set of steels for Graham Watson, who is with the Urban Flyers, and I've got a set of steels here for Stephen Gilchrist, who I'm going to get them done in a little while. Guns has been having issues with the two different styles of steels, so he's got an LS Pulse in one set of skates, or is one set of steels, and he's got a set of steps as the other. Now what he's finding is the steps, believe it or not, he's finding that he's getting one set of steels sharpened at a 3/8, which is the Pulse, because he seems to think that they feel really sharp at that. But if you sharpen the steps at 3/8, he says that he's feeling like he's sliding, which it might be down to the compound of the metal or the composition of the metal, because they're getting sharpened exactly the same way. So what he's decided to tell me today to do is his pulse are going to be done at a 3/8 and his steps are now going to be done at a 5/16. And obviously Stevie, he just gets a 1/2 inch on his, so I'm going to give his a little check. He's got a couple of nicks and chips out of them, so I'm going to maybe have a wee look at them. I'll maybe come back and talk about his steels. Then again, I might not, just depends how bad they are, but we'll get them sharpened in a little while as well. But I'll check in with Pamela again just to see how she's getting on and what she's been doing.
Serving customers.
That's it, just serving customers.
Basically,
how's your order?
I have now finalised my stock take, so I know what we need.
Right, so it's the end of the day, it's 3 minutes past 5, and we have pretty much, I was going to start talking to you about steels and all sorts, but I kind of lost my train of thought due to the fact that there was so many people had come in over the last little while. So they've now finished, the dogs are now roaming free. We're half expecting to see, oh there we go, she's doing her usual. She's having a wee squat to go to the toilet right at the door. That's the fact that we've literally just got rid of all the customers. The dogs have already been out twice today. We've taken them out a few times, but Lily is very, very apt at not going outside to go to the toilet when it's cold. She prefers to come in here and go to the toilet. So it looks like the carpet cleaner will be back up in the store.
Oh, to be fair, it's only at the back door. They've not went on the main floor.
Yeah, they usually go to the door to tell you that they need the toilet. So at home, is we've got like a sleigh bell thing on the back door, and what they do is they go up and they paw the back door, so you paw the bell so that they know that they're going out or they need out. So, but then at times when you then are working, like I'm editing at night time, they run it back and forward and paw the door so that you'll get up and let them out, and it's a big game so they can go run about. Anyway. Right, so for today, that is us finished. We'll be back in the store tomorrow, bright and early, 12:30 in the afternoon. See you then. Afternoon, it's 12:45. We're late again, 15 minutes late today. It's Saturday the 11th of January. The reason why we're late is I flooded the back door and Sammy was out playing hockey in it this morning.
Video for you.
So Pam's made a video. I don't know if it'll be usable, but we might put it up on the channel. It wasn't exactly the best ice rinks. It was just a wee bit of ice that we put down last night. It was very, very, very slippy in the back door with a lot of black ice, so I flooded it just to make sure that he had a wee bit to skate on, so he had lots of fun. So that's definitely ignited his spark to get back into playing. Right, anyway, enough of that. Let's get the shutters up and let's get started, because like I say, we're 15 minutes late today, so that's not exactly the best for business. But hey, when it means that the kids are having fun,
There has to be a compromise.
there has to be a compromise, exactly. Right, anyway, the shutter is now 100% up and we're 100% home. Let's go. what time is it?
5:27.
5:27. How's your day been today?
Oh, exhausting.
How was it?
It was busy. Right. Steady all day.
I was just making sure my chair was going down to the right.
The boss was in, so the chair was up high.
Aye. You might want to say who the boss was.
It is our very good friend's daughter. She was the boss. She told everybody she was the boss.
Right, okay.
I wasn't allowed to sit in this chair because this was the boss's chair. Apparently her assistants don't sit in her chair. So yes, it's been very busy all day. Lots of visitors, lots of sharpenings. I think there was a lot of pond talking going on. So there was a lot of skates getting touched up.
Don't mind the pups in the background, they're having their wee half-an-hour madness.
Yeah, they were out all morning playing in the garden and came in here and went until about an hour ago.
Yep.
Half an hour ago. They're like, oh, I need a pee. So they've been very good today. Yeah, so it's exhausting and we've got another hockey game tonight. You see it far enough.
Right, so here's what happened with me today. I set up to do a little bit of sharpening, and then I had a heel lift that I was going to do. And when I say a heel lift, I'm talking about lifting up the heel by 2 mil and adding a shim underneath it to be able to, a shim or a lift as I call it, to be able to get the player on his toes a little bit more. Now, quickly, I'm just going to talk about what I actually did to his skates previously. Now, bear in mind that this has been a job that's been hanging over my head the entire day. I was trying to get it done as quickly as possible, but I just couldn't get time to do it today because of how busy sharpenings were. We started with a disc that was probably about half the way done, and this is done, completely done, to the point where I actually had to take the guard off to be able to keep sharpening with it. I didn't have time to be able to sit and clean it all and put a brand new disc in. So what I've done with this guy's skates is, as you can probably see here, they're very, very profiled towards the front. He wanted to be more on his toes. Now, straight out of the box, this guy has told me that the profile on his skates had him skating like this, uphill. So what I had to do was try and profile them flat and then go further than flat to make them on his toes. So now if you look at them, they're more on his toes. Now the problem is this customer has now said again that even though that these are profiled, I think they're 18mm at the front and 22mm at the back, there's a 2mm discrepancy or 2mm grading on them. He's still saying they're too flat and he's not able to get forward enough in them. Personally speaking, I think the skate might be slightly too stiff for him. But one of the things that we're going to do to try and remedy that is I have some pre-cut lifts that are here. They basically go underneath this area here. So what I'm going to have to do is just take out the rivets, take out the coppers, slide a shim underneath it, and then re-rivet the skate again, so that he can then have the more aggressive forward lean. So then that would then mean that his 18mm at the front and his 22 at the back would then be 18mm at the front and 24 at the back to get him right over. So that's the plan, but unfortunately I don't have time to do that tonight because I am in the process of finishing up, getting ready to go, because we're going to the hockey tonight again. It's one of the rare occasions where there is 2 games back to back on a Friday and a Saturday. So obviously we were at the game last night, and because we're season ticket holders, we're going tonight as well. So anyway, to finish up, are you fed up? Are you tired?
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm very, very, very tired.
So this is a side of Pam that not a lot of people get to actually see, is the exhausted side of Pam. And this is because she works goddamn hard. She's the reason why we are still here.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's true, it's true. Because I can't work that till. She's not giving me staff training in it. So that's one of the reasons why I'm saying that. See, if Pam's not well, we're shut. If I'm not well, we're shut, because it's not fair in Pam to be in here on her own, having to deal with all of that stuff, all the customers and all the kind of...
Saying that, you had an offer of an apprentice race from North there.
Greenock.
She's very interested in learning from you. I said we would teach her, as long as we could call her in for the odd shift.
Yeah.
She was quite up for that.
So what I was actually doing today I'm Blade Master certified. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It's hidden out the road. This is a remnant that was saved from the fire.
Got soot on it.
So if you can see here, this is a Blade Master qualification or a certificate of training, which I have. And obviously, because I've sharpened for so long, I can see things, and because I've been a coach for so long, I can pick up on random things that will benefit people. So she's asked me to kind of give her a wee kind of once over and see how she's doing with her skate sharpenings and stuff like that. So I'm going to give her a hand with that. But anyway, until then, we will start the next video off with, right, I've got you. So until the next video, when we are going to do a wee bit of this lift and stuff like that, that is us finished for tonight. And yes, this is a pup date. This is Lily. Say hello, Lily. Yep, you get a kiss. Right, anyway, until the next video, I'll see you then. Take it easy.